me and Roger, we two alphas, and we talk. I can't talk to him face to face because I'm mad at him. We might get to fight. Like, you guys don't understand. And, you know, because I'm being in his face yelling at him and shit. And he think he a man. He think he grown. He gonna be yelling at me. He gonna try to back up his thoughts and stuff like that. You know, and I can't. I don't want to go and say everything because it's going. I don't want to go and say everything. But Roger, he do not like people with him. He dishonored my name, and But
he's still your son.
No, listen. I know he's my son. I'm not cutting him off forever. I just haven't talked to him.
And when he gets in the ring and he him up, you can't about it. He him up because he signed a contract to do that.
It was one of the worst things that I've seen on the internet. You've got this guy. It looks like he was asked into this wrestling sphere. He gets hit in the head with a can. You can't just pummel someone unconscious and then not stop.
Rampage Jackson is still boiling with anger after his son Raj's reckless actions nearly injured a wrestler in the ring last week. The backlash has been intense, but Rampage admits he shares the disappointment, insisting he's upset with Raja just like everyone else. In a recent interview, he revealed he hasn't spoken to his son, explaining that he feels the family name has been stained. Ariel Helwani challenged this stance, asking if stepping away was truly the best move, since a father's role is to support his child even in dark moments. Rampage clarified he isn't cutting ties for good, but believes distance was necessary in the immediate aftermath. For now, he remains torn between discipline, disappointment, and fatherly duty.
Are you at all worried about his well-being?
Yes, my son. I am worried about his well-being. How many kids you got?
I got 3.
All right, so why you asking me some stupid ass shit?
Well, can I be real with you?
Yeah.
I can't imagine what it would feel like to see my son do that. I also don't think I would cut my son off if he did that. So, if you are worried about his well-being, why are you not talking to him?
Because he dishonored my name, and
But he's still your son.
No, listen. I know he's my son. I'm not cutting him off forever. I just haven't talked to him.
Ariel Helwani urged Rampage Jackson to stand by his son, emphasizing that this may be the lowest point of Raja's life and the moment when a father's support matters most. Rampage admitted he didn't speak to him right after the incident, explaining that Raja has lied repeatedly and even endangered his siblings, making contact difficult. He clarified that he isn't cutting ties permanently, but needs distance while working with lawyers and addressing the fallout. Heartbroken and deeply disappointed, Rampage confessed he doesn't know how any parent should respond when their child's actions nearly put another person in the hospital.
This is the worst moment of his life. He needs you now more than ever.
No, listen, I talked to him after the shit happened, and he hid the fact that he did this shit, and you know, he put my other kids at danger. I just can't talk to him right now. I just can't. I'm not saying I'm never going to talk to him again. I just can't talk to him right now. I need some time. I'm dealing with his attorneys and all this shit, but I'm very disappointed in Roger. Like, yeah, I'm not a perfect parent, so I don't know what's the protocol to how much time you stop from talking to your son when he fucking goes out there and hurts somebody. He put a guy in a fucking hospital.
Mike Millick weighed in on whether Roger Jackson should face jail time, insisting charges are almost inevitable. He described the incident as one of the worst he's ever seen online, stressing that being hit with a can didn't justify brutally pummeling someone unconscious an hour later. Millick noted that if Roger had stopped after knocking the man down, it might have been viewed differently, but continuing made it inexcusable. In his view, if the state chooses not to prosecute, it would represent a complete failure of the system.
Do you think they're going to press charges against him?
I think they should. It was one of the worst things that I've seen on the internet. You've got this guy. It looks like he was asked into this wrestling sphere. He gets hit in the head with a can. You can't just pummel someone unconscious and then not stop. This was an hour after the fact. Even if he got in the ring and knocked the dude out and the dude was unconscious and they walked away, different story. There's no way to excuse that. If the state doesn't prosecute that, that's a malfunction of the state.
Mike Perry stepped in to defend Roger Jackson over the Psycho Stu incident, arguing the situation is complicated since Roger signed papers to enter the ring. He explained that while pro wrestling is staged entertainment, the pain, brutality, and risk of severe injury remain very real. Perry pointed out that Roger wasn't a trained professional wrestler, yet was still brought in to make the match look violent and believable. and in that sense, he delivered. He added that the show continued with Roger choking Stu unconscious and forcing a tap-out, blurring the line further between performance and actual harm.
And when he gets in the ring and he f***s him up, you can't about it. He f***ed him up because he signed a contract to do that.
The whole Rampage Jackson, Rampage Jackson, Sicko Stu situation. What do you think?
Yeah, I've been sending my thoughts to Rampage, you know, about that. And from a professional standpoint, someone who kind of understands a little bit about the WWE type pro wrestling, while it may be a fake thing sometimes, a lot of the pain and brutality and horrific injuries go with that sport hand in hand. So bringing Raja in, who is not a professional wrestler, having him sign papers saying he can go into the ring and do this act, and to make it look violent and as real as possible, and he definitely did that. They continue to play along, tap the guy out while he is unconscious, continued the show.